What's up, guys? So today we're going to be doing something pretty interesting. So recently I've been, meddling around with some Clojure code and really just getting the feel of the language. And also I've been sort of a game developer for a little bit and was just really wanting to try to combine the two. So I found that, there's a LibGDX library in Java, which is really just a layer right above OpenGL. And since we're working on the JVM in Clojure, we should be able to access all those libraries. And by this little article here, it looks like we can do that pretty easily. So what my plan is to make a small little game. And in fact, we are going to remake a game that I find really dear to my heart. It's a bit older of one. I mean, it came out probably maybe 2010 or something. It was a little flash game called Coinbox Hero. I don't know if you guys remember it. I can actually give you guys a slight preview. So it looked like this. Very nostalgic. Lots of good stuff. Holy crap, that's loud. So yeah, this is the game that we're going to be trying to make in the next couple episodes. Shouldn't be too hard though. There isn't much to this game. So essentially, the idea is to hit this coin box. Good stuff, man. But I mean, it got some pretty good stuff in here. So we hit the coin box, makes coins, but eventually we probably don't want to keep just hitting this coin box ourselves. So why not hire some people to hit the coin box for us? Yeah, now he's doing something. Yeet. Of course, there's weapons and upgrades and all kinds of good stuff. So maybe we want to give him a gun or something. Or I guess I have a gun. Yeah, and it looks like our coin limit went out, and so there's pretty simple mechanics to this. I don't think it should be too hard to implement all this. And again, this is really just to see how it is to make some games in Clojure, which I think would be a pretty good experience, honestly. We have the power of Clojure and Lisp syntax by our side, so this should be pretty cool. So yeah. And of course, I don't own any rights to this game. I'm just remaking it as just a fan project, really. So, and if you guys like, I could release the code to this at the end of all this stuff, or maybe per episode. I don't really know who's gonna actually watch this, so whatever. Or maybe I'll just put it into one big video. I'm sure something will happen. Alright, so for those of you familiar with Clojure, we actually have a pretty nice build system. It's a lot better than Gradle. So essentially, you can essentially just, so to start, we kind of needed assets for this game, and my first idea was to take the flash file, or the SWF file, and to extract all the assets out of that. And I mean, it was good in theory, but turned out not to work that well. In fact, most of the assets were just flash shapes. So it would have been a lot more work to actually parse all those shapes than it was to honestly just remake all these myself. So yesterday, I kind of just took an hour to really just make all the assets that we need, like, to start out with. This is probably, honestly, almost all the stuff that we need to make most of the game. So we got some coins, we got some we got the boxes, and we got the polka dudes. So I think we should have enough to start. Okay, so let's start by making a new project. So as I said, we have a nice build system for Clojure. It goes by the name of Lineagen, something like that. So let's make a new one. Let's call it Coinbox. All right, it's created. And so now we got our own little project. We can run it and stuff, see what happens. Probably not much. Oh, there it goes. So that's all good. But we're gonna need to import all of the LibGDX libraries. And thankfully, looks like somebody has already tried to do this. And it's in the LibGDX project on GitHub, so it's pretty official, I guess. It's pretty cool. So I am essentially going to copy a lot of this into our project file. So let's open that up. Here's our default stuff. And let's just add all the stuff that we want in there. So maybe, well, we're not going to really need box 2D, I don't think. I think we can handle just doing some simple box collisions ourselves. And bullet, we don't really need that. So it looks like just these two lines and maybe this last one. Yeah. So let's get those two real quick. Right. Slap those in there. And then let's get that last one. Shoot. Brick. There we go. Okay. And then we're probably going to need some class structure. It looks like this is the recommended structure for this. So I'm going to try to stick to that kind of closely. Not super closely, but close enough. So we got a source file. It has Coinbox, so that's her project name. And do I need to call it core? Honestly, I think this would be pretty cool. So maybe have a desktop folder, and then let's move core into there. Let's go there. And then let's call this launcher. I mean, it's gonna be, shouldn't make too much of a difference. Okay, and then we probably need some stuff in our launcher and stuff. But let's do that later. We also need a source commons folder. Do we want to call it that? I mean, we don't have to. How about source commons? I don't know. I just don't really like having to type all of that every time. So maybe just call this first one like desktop. I mean, honestly, I think that would make more sense if we had like desktop and then, yeah, I kind of like that more actually. So maybe if I had desktop and then source, does that make sense? Just like normal source. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, so what we're gonna have is we're gonna slightly tweak this structure. So I'm gonna move source into desktop like that. Okay, yeah. So what I've done here, I think I can do something like this. Shoot, that didn't do what I wanted. Wait, do I have tree still? Probably. Probably not. Yeah, I don't. recursively list stuff, list files. I know find does something like that. Find source. Okay, I mean, I guess this is pretty okay. So, yeah. So right here is going to be our structure. We're going to have desktop, source, Coinbox. We probably don't need to say desktop again. Actually, nah, it's fine. Because this desktop source part is just going to, that's just going to be a source path. So we should be fine. Okay, yeah, so we got, we got that. So desktop's going to be one path, and then source will be that one. Okay, yeah, this is fine. So source is going to be our source commons in this case. So, oh yeah, then let's go into source, and then make the files that we need. Let's try to stick with Coinbox as our project path. I mean, if we were making like like industry level game or something we'd actually release, then we probably want better package names than this. But honestly, I think this is fine for us, for our purposes. So we got Coinbox, okay, and then we want core to be in there. So I'm just gonna touch it. Okay, I think that's good. So now we can go up here and then like do the rest of this stuff. So source paths. So get rid of that. I guess I can leave that for a minute. Probably doesn't matter. Source paths is going to be source. And it's also going to be desktop / source. It does not want me to. Oh my god. Okay. And desktop / source. I can do that. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, the setup that I have right now is it's a pretty good one, I think. So I'm running Arch Linux. Not to brag, but it's pretty awesome. I think we have like a Neo fetch or something. Yeah. So there's the specs of this, and we're running also Vim for all these windows, for all the editor's Vim, and we have some nice plugins. I have Vim Fireplace to connect to the REPLs and stuff, and we also have S-Expression plugin, so I can do a lot of good stuff with S-Expressions. Like I can slurp things and barf them back out and all kinds of good stuff. So S-Expression editing shouldn't be too difficult for us. I've been like playing around with it for the past like a week or two. So, oh yeah, this is a new setup by the way. So I'm still trying to get used to it. My old setup was i3. This is BSPWM. So pretty dope. Okay, so where were we? JavaC options. I think we can leave those out, probably. Ahead of time compilation. We can probably. That sounds pretty nice, actually. So let's do. What would it be in? Desktop? No. It would be so our shoot. Yeah, I'm already screwing myself up. So we got desktop, source, and then we have then we'd have Coinbox. Okay, so we're fine. Coinbox dot desktop desktop dot launcher. I think is the way we have this set up. Yeah. So I guess that's going to be compiled ahead of time. Okay, and our main's going to be, of course, the same thing. So let's just put that down there. And I think the rest of this is good. Of course, we're gonna make some changes if if it doesn't work out, but I think we're good. Okay, so what else do we got to do? Yeah, so we probably want to, so I'm going to start off by just kind of copying these files essentially, or copying these, this little example code, because convenience, I suppose. So let's go into our desktop. Oh my god, this is deep. Okay, hopefully I don't have to go into that folder too much. Okay, so I want all of that. Literally suck at using the mouse, man. Like, if there's a way to copy stuff off web pages easier, let me know. 'Cause holy crap. Okay. So then we're gonna have to change this package name. So our name is Coinbox desktop. Oh my god. I misspelled this wrong so much. Launcher. Okay. Then we're gonna import core. I think that's what I called it, right? Core. So Coinbox core. Sounds good to me. And this one also is gonna have to change. Coinbox core. Okay. So that looks pretty good, I think. Yeah, because, okay, yeah. So that should be good. Let's now get up in our, yeah, this is like AIDS. Okay. Yeah, there's like a, is there a source file inside of our source file? No, it's just reading that wrong. Okay. Okay, so now let's go into source, Coinbox. There's our core. We want basically all of that up in there just to make sure stuff's working. And then, of course, we're probably going to end up deleting a big bunch of it because I don't really need Scene 2D, I don't think. I haven't actually worked with it too much. I've used this library a couple times, though. So, I mean, I'm pretty up to date with, like, a lot of LibGDX. It's just, I think I usually just end up making my own wrapper for dealing with UI and stuff. So, alright. So, we're going to change this to Coinbox. And change that to Coinbox. Yeah, and that looks like it's good. Okay, I think we might be good. So now let's get up into that project and hope this runs. Please run. Hey, looks like we got something. All right, so I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to do. Well, I mean, we could probably read the code real quick, but it doesn't look like any exceptions got thrown. So yeah. So I think we got a good base going. So let's move this stuff around. Yeah, this is pretty nice. So I'm already liking this. I mean, this interrupt might get a little ugly, but there's nothing macros can't handle, right? Oh yeah, my apologies for this mic. I'm literally doing all this stuff on a laptop. So, yeah, and I'm using the laptop mic, so my apologies for that ahead of time. Also, I'm kind of sick, so there's that too. But that will not stop me. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. So they do Scene 2D stuff, which I think is normal. So we got create. So this is something I recognize. So we got create, and then it takes in a game, or yeah, it then sets the screen. Okay. It's cool, I guess. Right. So let's make a REPL real quick, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to open up Java docs or anything. So, alright. So what do we got here? I think we should be able to, yeah, cool. So we got docs. Let's just throw this out to oblivion real quick. Yeah, I have no idea how Scene2D works. Okay, so this is going to be a learning process, by the way. So I'm probably going to cut out a lot of this stuff out of the videos of me just kind of figuring this out. So yeah, we're going to get through this together. This is going to be a lot of fun, I think. So let's see. Scene2D. Probably look that up in the wiki. Scene, there we are. Alrighty, let's see what's up. So Scene2D is a 2D scene graph. Okay. Rotation is good. Got the sprite batch. Routing of input. Oh, okay, cool. It's done like event system, which I guess that makes sense. Probably wouldn't want to hand do all that like I usually do. Okay, stage is an input processor. Got viewport. Oh. Where does a stage get created? Main screen. Yeah, so I honestly just want my sprite batch real quick. Give me my sprite batch. So I actually did not know set screen even existed. I mean, I don't use Scene2D, so it's like, also, do we normally extend game like that? Probably, right? Probably. Okay. Well, let's just see what's up. LibGDX. Whoops. Shoot. Set screen. There we are. Holy crap, that's bright. This guy was supposed to kick in. What the heck? Please. Why you make things really bright? Oh, there we go. Okay. Set screen. This does not fit in at all. Or just get screen. Set screen. Oh my god. Is this new? Sets the current screen. Screen that hide calls on old screen. Screen that show is called on the new screen. Huh. Very cool. Yeah, like I knew about literally everything but that in here. Okay. That's interesting. It's really neat. So, what composes of screen represents one of many application screens. Cool. Yeah, let's actually try to like use Scene2D. Like, I kind of want to learn that. Like, learn how to use those. Okay, So it's set to screen. How do we make screens? Let's see. So the stage is an atom. Cool. And then we, then we make a screen that implements all this stuff. Very nice, I suppose. Do we use stage for anything? Okay, so show. Huh. Yeah, I guess this let kind of just throws on stage into this screen mix. Okay, so as part of our screen, when it gets shown, it creates a stage, adds an actor. We got rendering. Cool. I like it. Okay, so I wonder if I do a okay, what? I kind of want to see if this is a thing. So let's go. Shoot, it's in Coinbox. So let's run it real quick. So I heard hot swapping code is like really compatible with Clojure. I just wonder if doing so is just kind of built in or what. So let's change one of these to, ooh, that'd be red. RG, let's turn it to green. Just blinding green. Okay, and we got a window over here. Let's move that over. So if I do a, yeah, I didn't do anything too cool. I wonder though if, okay, so I have a REPL, right? So if I launch it from the REPL, maybe we get something different. Let's try. Whoops. Right, let's move the REPL over here. What do we have to work with? I think we have a main, right? Okay, that makes sense. Now let's change that back to black. Shoot. I mean, it would have been cool, I guess. So dang, that would have been really cool, man. Well, I tell you what. Before the next episode, I'll try to look into that. See if hot swapping is like something that won't be too difficult to do. But I guess for now, it should be fine to just restart the screen. I mean, our game's not going to be that complex, so. Alright, so what do you want? Let's make a screen, I guess, you know? Why not? Also, I wonder if I do this right now. Oh, shoot. This in this context. Shoot, yeah, I don't have a, guess I don't have an instance of the game. I could probably get one though, right? Okay, so I'm just gonna play around for a minute. So let's make game to be an atom. And then I'm going to swap that dude in. Reset. I forgot what's the difference between swap and reset. Sets the current value to new value with regard to the current value. Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. So I'm gonna set it to this, or we're gonna set game to this. So we got that. And then I should be able to, after that, edit what game does. So let's reload all this code. Oops. Why not? What happened there, dude? Ah, shoot. Oh no. I wasn't expecting that. Sub process failed. Shoot. What did we do to it? Is that like not the way to start it up? Alright, let's try to boot that dude up again. Okay, and then let's try to do a game. Okay, so let's try to change that. Reload. And then we're gonna do game. We're gonna do set screen on it again to see what happens. Oh, it dereference it. I think you do that by that. I hope. Shoot. We're not in the current thread. How do I add stuff to the thread? Okay, so it looks like this is what we want probably. gdx.app.postRunnable. Okay. So I guess we also want GDX app. GDX app. Wait, no, GDX. Yeah, right? I can just, should be able to just get fields, right? GDX app post runnable. Yeah, so let's do dot post runnable on GDX /app. Yeah. So we probably want to surround those. Okay. And then, right? Let's swap those out. Wrap that. Hey, I'm getting pretty good at that. Okay, so post runnable needs. Oh, so this just needs to be a runnable. Can I just pass a lambda? kind of wonder if I'm gonna get some crap for that. Oh. Wait, what's going on in there? Oh, shoot. No. Okay. Frick. Frick. Not good. Go away. Oh man, that's trippy. Cause this one isn't real. Frick. Let's kill it. Why does that have to be like Clojure? Okay, so my theory is quit. Hopefully it goes away. Did it? I kind of forgot where it was. I think it did. Yeah, because it was like right here. Yeah. Okay, so that is how that's gonna be. That's a bit spooky. So whoa. Okay, let's change it to that. Right? This is cool. Okay, so I'll save it and then maybe do it. Okay, that's bad. So I should not do that. Get me out of there. Ah, get me out. Okay. But okay. Oh my god, please. I didn't do anything. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's because I should probably not have this as the main thing that goes on. So okay, so this is not, this needs to happen in the REPL, not here. So how can we, should we wrap that? Yeah, let's wrap it up. So update screen. Okay. And that should give us some more flexibility, you know? Because I'm actually really surprised that that just worked. Honestly, like, dang. Because this was not technically a runnable. I mean, I guess at on the Java level, like the implementation probably was a runnable for that, so it was probably fine. Okay, so this is now a function that won't get ran like at random times. So hopefully we're good. So that should fire up real fine. And then we can set up a main like that. Oh my god, it's yellow. And then when we're doing our stuff, when we're doing our updates, right, we can just be like, yeah, let me just change this to red. All I have to do is, well, I could probably do, I don't want to reset everything. You know what I could do? I think def once is, so I've seen this somewhere where they use a def once instead, and I think that's for a good reason. So, because I don't want this thing to go back to null, or to nil, as soon as I because I want to be able to reload all this code, like at the same time. I don't want to just sit here and be like, okay, I need to reload that, and then go up here and be like, update screen now, like, I mean, though it works, I want to be able to change code to like that, save, and then just be like CPR, right? And then be like, update screen, please. So that works. And that's because our def once isn't like resetting the game state every time. Okay, so I'm happy with that. So I think this is where we're gonna end the first video, maybe. Though we haven't really done much. We did get through the setup, so I'm kind of proud that we got somewhere. And this is a pretty good setup, I'd say. We got hot swapping, or essentially hot swapping, and we got a mechanism for that. It's not bad. I mean, it could probably be better. Yeah, I mean, we're not in a bad position right now. I can look into how Scene 2D works. It doesn't look too complicated, so we'll just see what happens then. Then, yeah, I think we're in a good position. So the idea is, or the plan is, next video we're gonna set up some game state kind of stuff, and I'm thinking that we can just have a single atom contain the entire game state, and whenever like we need to update, it's gonna contain the game state that needs to be like all together. Of course, there might be like certain mechanics that don't necessarily need to be part of the game state. Like, as long as we're gonna put them in atoms according to whatever needs to be consistent with each other, if that makes sense. We don't want, one player to be like glitching out of the screen because a thread threw them off the screen while they were trying to update some other things. Like, we want that all to be part of an atom. So probably all the positions of objects should be part of one thing, so that we won't have like certain objects being like shifted at like random times because of our threading. And I'm planning we're gonna have a lot of threading, since this language should allow that pretty easily, and I think that should be part of the fun, is really dealing with tons of threads and really taking advantage of the power of Clojure. So yeah, that should be it. My name's Alex. I don't really care what you guys call me. I honestly don't know how I'm gonna edit all this stuff. I'm probably gonna be editing a lot out, because yeah, I kind of just ramble on sometimes, if that's not like already obvious. Like, ramble a lot. But yeah, so hopefully I get used to this format. This is one of the first times I've actually made videos for something, and it feels kind of weird, not gonna lie. Like, I'm literally just sitting in a room by myself, like talking to my computer. Like, it's a weird idea, but I mean, I think I can get used to it. I guess if I just like try to think that I'm talking to you guys, and hopefully the people that are watching are interested in what's happening. Like I said, this sounds really cool. Like, I'm really excited. So hopefully you guys are, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Later, dudes.